But if you come to think of it, it's actually good to be out. It's not a bad thing at all.
Yeah, I guess. No, it's not bad.
Because the guys are scared of media, I don't know why.
Let's get going, let's get going.
Speak to the media, be nice. Don't be scared, don't run.
Bias now.
Into the background.
I will never.
Mr. Xoki, we're here, we're sitting for a big one. You had no worries of whether you're going or staying. You knew your space where you are, safe or right. You've got a big one against Sundowns on Saturday. Little Sean and Tamba Magosha 056 so the again. We just had a press briefing, we just saw your training session, we just saw even the interaction with the new players. I was starting to speak on Ngondo. How ready are you as Orlando Pirates for Sundowns that is coming to Orlando on Saturday?
I can say we've never been readier. We are looking forward to the game. The preparations have gone well so far. Just have to wrap it up in the next coming days and make sure that we're in the right mind space when it comes to Saturday. It's a huge game. We know the pressure that it comes with, but we've played them recently, and we've played them quite a bit in this season. So we kind of know them, they kind of know us. So we just have to make sure we apply ourselves correctly and make sure that we play well and get the positive results that we need.
Compared to other games, what makes this one interesting between you and Sundowns? What is it that we can look forward to? Knowing very well within the previous ones, you've beaten them 3, they've beaten them 4, you've beaten them, they've beaten you, you've kicked them out of the MTN 8. So it's more interesting for the fans. And then for you players, what makes you tick looking into this game?
For outsiders, it's interesting because both teams are in form. They've been in form for many months now. They've set the benchmark for the league. We all try and catch up because they've pulled away for now. So we have to make sure that we try and decrease the points as much as we can. That's the goal for us, is to get to each game and try to win the games and make sure that we do our part, and then the rest will follow. So this one will be interesting because both teams are in form. That's what makes it a nice one.
Do you think the squad is stronger now than when you started the season? Obviously there's a few faces that left and a few faces that came in now.
Our squad has been strong since the start of the season. We've just been dealt with big injury blows, but we've managed to get through those phases, even though it was not easy. But the depth in the team is huge. Anyone who comes in puts in a big shift, which is what's needed for a big club like Pirates. So we try and support one another also. When the others are out, the ones who are supposed to do the job, we try and give each other support and make sure that we apply ourselves correctly.
So then you're saying you guys are underachieving if you have a quality squad?
I can't really put it like that. We have goals for sure. We know where we've gone short, we know where we've achieved. So we will look at that at the end of the season, but for now the most crucial game is the Saturday game, and we have to make sure that we apply ourselves correctly for that game.
Tapelo, you've played with Makawala before. What does he bring to this Pirates squad? Because you know him probably most of the guys.
I've played with Cash recently, just a few months back. He was my leader there. He brings leadership, he brings hard steel, winning mentality. He's a very huge competitor as well, so he's going to bring a lot of that. We're looking forward to work with him and integrate him with other guys and make sure that he settles in well and helps the team to achieve its targets.
Knowing that he's coming through to the club, is it something that you got a wind of before Efigala, or was it something that surprised you as it surprised many? Just take us through your conversation with him, knowing that he's coming here.
For me, I only got to see the news yesterday, and then I congratulated him, and then knowing that maybe it's possible I will see him today. I'm not so much into social media, so sometimes I miss the news and I miss the rumors. But yesterday when I saw the announcement, then that's when I knew, okay, it's official, because sometimes we don't really play into rumors, because there's a lot of rumors out there. This one is going, this one is coming. So you don't want to get too in that mind games of not focusing on what you have to do and looking at those headlines and stuff like that. So I only got to know the news yesterday, and I did congratulate him, and I'm looking forward to share a dressing room again with him.
And what will the win mean to you guys, players, and also chasing the cap spot?
For us, the most important thing is 3 points. We're not looking at the log now. The win will be huge for us, for sure. We try, every game we play for 3 points. This one is not different, so we have to make sure that we apply ourselves correctly and make sure that we do the right things in order to get the 3 points.
Tapelo, maybe the last one. I know that some of you players do your own analysis in terms of their opposition and stuff like that. When you look at this Sundowns attack, the way it's structured, what is, well, you don't have to be much, but what will probably be the way to try and stop them, because they pretty much score every match, and most of the time they score more than one. They are that dangerous. What would be the best way to sort of handle them and try and stop them from scoring again?
The biggest things that you have to do when you play a team that does so well in so many elements is to make sure that you play as a team. You can't individualize them. Their strengths, everyone is good in their own day, so we have to make sure that we apply ourselves as a collective and make sure that we nullify every trait that they have, because they've got many traits. They've got set pieces, they can score in any way. So if we're gonna focus on one element, we might miss the other. So we have to make sure that we nullify all the possible traits that they have.
Looking at the MTN 8 victory in Rustenburg, in Polokwane, what is it that you're taking from that worked for you to beat Sundowns on the day, that didn't work on this previous match where they beat you, and then going into this one? What's the interlink there?
The nice part is that we know when we've applied ourselves correctly and do the things that we're supposed to do, we can beat them, which has been the case in Polokwane. So in Pretoria, we know where we fell short. There's some things that we didn't do well. When we did our analysis, we saw where we went wrong. So we try and go back to the basics and make the simple things simple, and make sure that we apply ourselves correctly to try and get the 3 points.
A couple of times playing against Sundowns, you know how to lose against them, you know how to win against them. You're playing them again this Saturday, but they are coming. Let's go. How are your preparations, and what can we expect from you guys looking at the good run that you've had so far?
I think it's 2 big clubs, but as Orlando Pirates, we just focus on ourselves. We're making sure that as a team we are ready, and yeah, the preparation is going well, and yeah, we're really happy with what's happening on the week.
Umakehleni Makaula has just been seen here training with you guys. Just take us through him coming into the club, and what is it that you have seen in him as an Amazulu player, as a Free State Stars player then, and now he's your colleague at Pirates. Looking at him and assessing him as a player, what does he bring to the club?
He's a good player, but like I said, we're focusing on Sundowns, and we're making sure that we're prepared for that. And we like I said, the preparations are going very well, and it's just a matter of on the day, just making sure that we work hard, and as a team and as a collective, and yeah, the result will take care of itself.
Bandile, we're talking about the quality in the team, especially when you look in a game like this one, this coming one. Sundowns, you guys were able to beat them in the MTN 8. What will it take for you guys to repeat that kind of performance?
I think working as a collective, working as a team, carrying out the game plan as we train during the week, and I think that will be key. Just making sure that as a team we make sure that we work hard, we work for one another, and the results will definitely take care of itself.
I remember your performance in the CAF Confed last season, and I've seen a bit of Swaibu, that he kind of operates better when he plays with this kind of players like you. How are you gelling with him in training?
Sorry?
How are you gelling with the new striker, Swaibu?
Yeah, it's good. He's a great player. And yeah, we're just focusing on Sundowns and making sure that we carry out the game plan as expected, and yeah, working towards that game and making sure that we arrive and we work hard and we give our supporters something to smile about.
But how would you describe him in relation to complementing your game?
Yeah, he's a great player. He's a good striker, scoring goals at training, so yeah, he's a good player.
I know that you guys will want to focus on Sundowns, but kuningi singakwazi that we would love to hear from you, but be that as it may, we all get scripted sometimes. But anyway, Bandile, I just want us to look at this match. Sundowns have got numbers now. They are nicknamed 57 fans, but we've seen that fading away. They fill the stadium now. Pirates at Orlando, they come through and fill their part as well. The battle doesn't only start on the field when the whistle blows. Mentally, where does this match put you, looking at what you are facing? A loud Sundowns, a loud Pirates, all brought together in one stadium.
It's going to be an amazing atmosphere. Like you said, two big clubs with great players as well. So yeah, it's going to be a huge spectacle of a game, and yeah, and I think our supporters at Orlando Stadium have been wonderful for us. I think they've helped us a lot, and I know they'll come in numbers, and we're grateful for them and we're thankful for them, and yeah, we couldn't be happier to be playing at Orlando Stadium.
What keeps you going when that does it sort of motivate you, and which part of your supporters? Because I've spoken to one player says it's good. When you play, then Sundowns as well. They've got this that their fans bring onto the match. So from yourselves as Pirates, or even yourself as Bandile, what is it that makes you really, even if you're sitting on the bench, you want to go in there?
I think as a kid, it's these games that you dream of. It's these atmospheres. It's these big games that you always dream about as a kid, and I'm just truly grateful to be part of it, and yeah, it will forever be there with me, and I'll cherish it forever, and I'm thankful to be here as well. So yeah, it plays a huge role. It motivates you as a player, because it's basically these games that as a 15, 12-year-old boy you dream of.
You played Sundowns in a row 2 times in the cup league, also after that also the league, and you lost both games. Mentally, how you guys prepared to play Sundowns again?
We've had a look at them, but it's like I said before. It's just focusing on Orlando Pirates, focusing on ourselves, making sure that we correct what we didn't do right in the previous game, and make sure that we perfect that as well. And yeah, and the main thing is just working as a team, working for one another, pushing each other, and yeah, the results will take care of itself.
Thank you.
Yeah.